Good evening. This is News at 8, live from Wisdom Yard Television. I am Toyosi Adeshino. The news headlines. Eid-El-Kabir. Atiku urges Nigerians to be compassionate in their dealings. Tinubu sacks BPP DG Maman Ahmad appoints Ayodeji as new boss. Now the news in details. Former Vice President of Nigeria Atiku Abubakar has encouraged Nigerians, especially those in positions of authority, to imbibe the culture of compassion, love and sacrifice, which are the lessons taught by the Prophet Ibrahim. He made this call in his Salah message while congratulating fellow Muslim faithful on the celebration of this year's Eid-El-Kabir festival, which he described as a celebration of God's love and mercy to mankind. This was contained in a statement by his media office in Abuja on Saturday. The former vice president, who is also the Waziri Adamawa, noted that the celebration of Eid, as stated in the scriptures, is not merely a funfair but an admonition to the people to have forbearance and show compassion in every situation. The former vice president equally seized the opportunity of the Eid celebration to call on government at all levels to be deliberate in initiating measures that will ease the hardship that confronts Nigerians on a basis. The PDP chieftain also reminded Muslims in Nigeria across the world to remember their responsibility of being good ambassadors of the religion by living their lives according to the practices and teachings of the noble Prophet Muhammad. He wished every Muslim family a happy Eid celebration and prays for God's protection and safety for everyone during and after the celebration. President Bola Tinubu has directed the resignation of Mr. Maman Ahmadu from office of the Director General, Chief Executive Officer of the Bureau of Public Procurement (BPP). This was made public via a statement issued by the presidential spokesman, Chief Ajuri Ngelale, on Saturday. According to the statement, this is part of a larger reorganization effort in the public procurement system to reposition the agency for greater efficiency and transparency. The Director General is to hand over to the most senior officer in the Bureau pending the appointment of a new Director General. The President thanked Ahmadu for his services and wished him success in his future endeavors. Meanwhile, President Tinubu has approved the appointment of Mr. Ayodeji Ariyo as the new DG of the BPP. Mr. Gbeleyi is a renowned financial expert and award-winning chartered accountant. He is a fellow of both the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria (ICAN) and the Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria (CITN). He is also an alumnus of executive programs of the prestigious London Business School, Harvard Kennedy School of Government and Lagos Business School. A statement by the presidential spokesman, Ajuri Ngelale, stated that the new BPP boss has over 30 years of post-qualification experience in diverse sectors, including the manufacturing, fast-moving consumer goods, FMCG, investment and commercial banking, project finance, telecommunications, infrastructure, and public administration. He was the board chairman of the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria (FMBN) and Commissioner of Finance in Lagos State from 2013 to 2015. Before the news comes to an end, this is the headlines once again. Eid-El-Kabir. Atiku urges Nigerians to be compassionate in their dealings. Tinubu sacks BPP DG Maman Ahmed appoints Ayodeji Gbeleyi as new boss. Thank you for staying tuned. I remain Toyosi Adeshino. Have a good night rest.
Good morning, viewers all over the world. Welcome to your Bunga program. I see the break from north, east, west, and south on top of this your Bunga TV, Wisdom Yard Television, with me, your brother Ambassador Rochimurilua, son of the prophetess, the man. Where is Ambu Weekend? Have a day. Happy weekend to all our viewers all over the world. You know, say they always want to say, could I know they put Nigeria matter for head. If you put Nigeria matter for head, if you die, you paying. I be say you don't go be that too. You know, say on top of this Obunga TV now here with the slice and the break and the pieces and we go come rearrange and bring and come back to life. Say how the team be for now side. Open now they enjoy this weekend back. Wetin be our rider this morning? Our rider talk say national item wetin go do for Nigeria. Na Seyi Makinde talk that one. No say wetin national item go do for Nigeria. Nigeria wey be say everybody dey shout say dem dey hungry. Na the past bill say make dem bring back the old national anthem. Shey na that one dem suppose to do for the surface of this country. Na Seyi Makinde, the governor of Oyo State, na him talk that one. I beg my fellow viewers all over the world, I beg, how the thing be for our side? And if you join us on top of the comment section, this program has in a break from north, east, west, and south. May we quick sharply go into the business of today. Shout out to the CEO and the man wey be say na dem be our sponsor, the person of Dr. Prince Adeleke Noaoshin Ajala Kusangba, the transformer for those boys wey be say you no get electricity. And thanks to our also sponsor, that one na Wisdom Yard Nigeria Limited, the producer of Nokwaba Mission, Nokwaba Bitter, Nokwaba Tonic. Always take Nokpa because it's good for your health. Health is wealth. I did daily sun, waiting I see for daily sun. We won't go below 250,000. NLC, TUC vow to put pressure on National Assembly over expected executive bill. That one day, the front page of the Daily Sun and page 6 of the Daily Sun paper. Go read it, read there. I did the Daily Times, so waiting Daily Times they talk. It's a correct injustice against Ndigo. Release Nnamdi Kanu, who says it's time to restructure Nigeria. Implement 2014 National Conference report. Berates killing of security agent by civilian. That one day, page 3 of the Daily Times paper. Mona go read it to read there. Then I still see here, EFCC bungles arraignment of ex-governor Yaya Bello as court pick June 27, new date. Oh, well, I go share it for that deal. We go see drama if EFCC fit catch Yaya Bello. That one, they page 5 of the Daily Times paper. Mona go read it to read there. Waiting, I still see here, federal government plan to upgrade correctional center. Interior Minister, and I enter that one for page 8 of the Daily Times paper. Go read it to read there. I don't enter the guidance or waiting, I see for the guidance. World blood donor day. Risky black market booms as many show voluntarily donation. People want to sell their blood. Who want donate blood? Somebody will never chop. Now him go donate blood. Why are they selling for this country? And it not be like that last year. It be like that last year too also. That one, the page 6 of the Guardian paper. Man, I go read it to read them. What I still they see here? Expensive against game. Poverty, profit, performance, hobby, demand for local legue. That one did for page 6 and page 5 of the Guardian paper. Go read it to read there. I don't enter the national. Within the nation, they talk. World Bank okay, $2.25 billion support package for Tinubu reform. World Bank. Now do well, the only thing we did there be say, make them use the money wise. If you want to read the story, go to the front page of the Nation paper. I don't enter Daily Independent, no waiting I see. Oh, so sad. 30 died from 1,141 cases as disease spread to 96 local government 30 states. What will be that disease? Cholera outbreak. I beg, make una take care of an environment or make una take care of ourselves. If you want to read it, go to the front page, of the Daily Independent paper. First anniversary, Senate list achievement, passes 25 legislation, reaches 115 resolution. For page 7. Make una go there, go see what they do. 1 year achievement too. PIA, brace up for adjudication, CGN, NGI, administrator tax, judges. That one, they page 7 of the Daily Independent paper. Go read it to read there. I don't enter the punch, waiting the punch, they take the punch ammo. Dangote refinery plans 5.3 billion liters fuel storage with 600 million liters more storage capacity. Our plant will become strategic reserves. Now Dangote, I thought that one for page 22 of the Punch paper. Federal government high fresh $500 million World Bank loan for rural works to another $500 million. That one they paid 34 of the Punch paper, men are going to read there. But I still dey see before I waka comot for this. Buyers in last minute rush for Salaram, lament exorbitant cost. That one dey for page 5 and 6 of the Punch paper, men are going to read there. I don't enter the Vanguard, which I dey see for the Vanguard. Now I rather be there. So, state of the nation, there is hunger. There is hunger. New national anthem not priority. Now, Makinde thought that one for page 13 of the Vanguard paper. Hardship, labor kicks as 20 states deny workers wage award. Make una go to page 5 of the Vanguard paper and I go see the Tori there. So Makers Ministry mark Heart Day, June 16. That one, this page 16 of the Vanguard paper. When I go read the Tori there. I don't enter Daily Trust to see this one for Niger State. Niger State to Niger Governor Deputy Speaker travel for Aju. 3 killed as another mining site collapse. Over 50 yet to rescue from first accident. There is lack of empathy. That one, the page 4. Almost 70% of those people where they govern that state, Niger, travel go arch. The governor no dey around, the deputy no dey around, the speaker no dey around. For this country, Nigeria, my country, where will they go for this Nigeria? Who do us like this? Make una go to page 4 of the Daily Trust paper. Now go see the Tori there. Troop kill bandit leader Baharimin Riyadi, others in Kaduna. That one, page 26. So Federal High Court assert jurisdiction to hear Kano Emirate dispute. That one, page 5 of the Daily Trust paper. Man, I go read the Tori there. I don't come out, I don't go no Telegraph. Watching no Telegraph, they take the Telegraph. We can't win insecurity war without people's support. Now, division headquarters, now I thought that one, no. He said, regress and Farah asked no internal security platform. They cried 16 security personnel killing in 13 days. Respect rule of engagement. Kuas tells troop. Soldiers killed bandit leader Yadi, others terrorizing northwest Niger area. That one did page 3, page 6, and page 26 of the New Telegraph paper. Men are going to read the Tori there. Ondoguba, Ayedatiwa, Ajay 15 others makes INEX final list. That one did page 2 of the New Telegraph paper. Waiting I still see here, make I come out. I beg, before we go further, and you know say now one company be our sponsor. Now them the wisdom yard Nigerian Limited, the producer of Nopaba Meter, Nopaba Mr. Nopaba Abatoni. My engineer, I better bring her up. We'll go see which with the sir.
When life breaks into the beautiful splendor of nature, and the kids can't just resist the temptation to explore to its zenith with the full assurance that the perfect backup is on the way for a perfect refilling. Nokpa, we always come to the rescue anytime, anywhere, any day, anyway, anyhow, round the clock. Your family just can't get a better companion aside Nokpa. Nokpa Abba Mixture, your family's best bet.
With Nokpa, healthy living is guaranteed for me and my family.
With Nokpa for management of power.
Now welcome back to an Ogbonge program as celebrate from North, East, West and South. I don't enter this days we're waiting at the sea. World Bank approved $2.225 billion for Nigeria to stabilize the economy. Go to page 5. You will see the Tori there. Which I see the see here. Sanwo-Olu, Lagos GDP up to 50% in 5 years under my watch. Tinubu, Oborewori, congratulate Okonjo Iweala at 70. Congratulations, happy birthday to Okonjo Iweala. I don't enter Nigerian Tribune waiting at the sea. Labour will demand minimum wage arrears and NLC TUC want federal government to consult workers before submitting figure to National Assembly. That one, page 4 of the Nigerian Tribune. Police ban Dubai activities during Eid-El-Kabir in Kano. Court affirmed jurisdiction to hear Bayero's right suit. That one, page 3 of the Nigerian Tribune paper. Supreme Court reverses judgment on federal government suit seeking autonomy for local government. That one, page 13 of the Nigerian Tribune paper. What I say this here, Tinubu replaced Ben Okabueze with Taminu Yakubu as DG Budget Office. That one, page 2 of the Nigerian Tribune paper. Troop arrest suspected killer of 5 soldiers in Aba. That one, page 27 of the Nigerian Tribune paper. And the last but not the least, News Direct. Within News Direct, they talk Tinubu to receive draft bill proposing regional government 6 term. Afenifere chieftaincy unveil proposal for 8 region. Nigeria interim boundaries. Then coalition advocates new constitution in Nigeria. Nigeria's governance overhaul blueprint. Union proposes retaining 36 states as provinces with reduced power. That one, the page 4 of the News Direct paper. Waiting, I still see Oyetola project, ministry to achieve top 3 ranking on PBAG. That one, the page 4 of the News Direct paper. Now, so we go see I'm on top of this Obonga program. I see the break from north, east, west, and south with me, your brother, Ambassador Rochi Morilua, son of the prophetess, the man who is in Bamboo Wiki. Till we see next week by the special grace of God. I better not put Nigeria my top for head though. Bye you.
Of News Review brought to you by Wisdom Yard Television. I am Odunayo Adelere. You know, this is a platform whereby you can get any information, the latest news that's actually going on in the country. I want to say a very big thank you to our sponsor, Nokpa Abals, for always coming through for us. And today's news review, I will not be doing it alone. I'm Rochi
Morilua, son of the prophetess.
Thank you so much for joining me in the studio to actually do the news review together. And our fans out there, we say a very big thank you to you. You know how we do on the show, bring to you news that made it to the top. We'll go on a short commercial break. When we come back, we'll talk on the one we feel we should talk about. But we will not be the only one talking. You can also drop your own comments in the comment section while we rub minds together. On Punch newspaper, appeal court throws out Yaya Bello's suit against EFCC boss. Tinubu gets bill proposing return to regional government Friday. Oil mafia tried to stop our refinery, says Dangote. Obaseki using police to intimidate us, Edo APC petitions IG Senate. On Vanguard newspaper, we have World Bank announces $2.25 billion loan for Nigeria. Salah Rams, prices rise in Kano, buyers lament. Okonjo-Iweala is brilliant woman, worthy Nigerian ambassador, Tinubu. And on Daily Post newspaper, we have your government perpetrates injustice, discrimination against Igbo. Edwin Clark accuses Tinubu. Tinubu appoints Yar'Adua's economic advisor as DG of Budget Office. Edo, Obaseki resigns from PDP. These are the news that made it to the top. Let's go on a short commercial break. When we come back, we'll continue from where we stop. Don't go nowhere. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
When life breaks into the beautiful splendor of nature, and the kids can't just resist the temptation to explore to its zenith with the full assurance that the perfect backup is on the way for a perfect refilling. Nokpa, we always come to the rescue anytime, anywhere, any day, anyway, anyhow, round the clock. Your family just can't get a better companion aside Nokpa. Nokpa Abba Mixture, your family's best bet.
With Nokpa, healthy living is guaranteed for me and my family.
Nokpa for management of power.
Come back from that short commercial break. That's our sponsor, Nokpa. Nokpa deals with Nokpa Abba Mixture, Abba Cool, Abba Tonic, Abba Bitters, Abba Energy Powder, and Abba Flusher. Whichever you need, you can just send the DM or call the number 070110108549. You can also be a sponsor for this show, and you can also bring in your adverts. Let's make your product known to the whole wide world. The first one here says, appeal court throws out Yaya Bello's suit against EFCC boss.
It's a welcome idea, because I don't know, you know, I always say, there's a saying that I always say that a clear conscience is no accusation.
Yes.
What is Yaya Bello doing in hiding? if he has no skeleton in his cupboard. I remember when Obasanjo was threatening Fayose that he's going to be arrested by EFCC, he's going to be arrested. The threatening was so much to the extent in which immediately Fayose stepped down as the governor of Ondo State. He had to go and bought a shirt printed EFCC, here I come.
Yeah, because he knows that immediately after his tenure, he's gone. If he did not hand over himself.
He was the one that went to the EFCC office.
He even took Pillow along.
To surrender himself. So what is, if he has no skeleton in his cupboard, why is he running a tasketa?
He has skeleton in his cupboard.
I'm just saying that if he has nothing to fear, why is he running a tasketa?
That's what I'm telling you. He has something to fear.
That's why he's running. Yeah, they let him come out and face the law. When he was the governor of the state, can anybody practice what he practiced in the state? Nobody.
When the EFCC came to arrest him and he was actually whisked away by Usman Ododo, that's the sitting governor of Kogi State, nobody actually charged Yaya Bello to court about that. But he is coming out to say the way EFCC came to arrest him, it is not according to what the law states. So therefore, I am charging Olukoyede to the court, and surprisingly, the court, I had felt I was actually waiting in anticipation to see what the court's verdict will be, and for the first time, the court did not actually fall my hand. Because if you want to do it, he's an APC member.
You know, they have been fixed. I think this June 26 or 27 or so, where the man is going to be dragged out from his identity. I believe they will smoke him out.
Why should we wait for that long?
They will smoke him out.
The Court of Appeal in Abuja on Thursday set aside the contempt proceedings instituted by the immediate past governor of Kogi State, Yaya Bello, against the chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Olanipekun Olukoyede. In a unanimous judgment, the three-man panel of Justice A.M. Talba, Justice D.Z. Senchi, and Justice Joseph Oyewole set aside the proceedings. Justice Oyewole, while delivering the lead judgment, overruled the respondent preliminary objections, citing technicalities. The appellate court said the High Court judge failed to extend the orders of February 9, 2024 in its final judgment of April 17, 2024, adding that the second issue raised by the respondent on the interim order had become an academic exercise. The court awarded 1 million naira cost against the respondent. Recall that the appellate court had granted an ex parte motion for a stay of contempt proceeding filed against the EFCC boss by Bello. The Court of Appeal, presided over by Justice Oyewole, granted EFCC's application from a team of lawyers led by Jibrin Okutekpa San to serve the processes in the appeal by substituted means on the former governor. Olukoyede was summoned to appear before the Kogi State High Court in May to show cause why he should not be committed to prison for disobeying its order following the siege laid at the former governor's Abuja home after the court ruled in favor of Bello in the fundamental human rights suit he filed before the court. That was the case that Yaya Bello actually filed against it. Then the EFCC boss, however, appealed the ruling of the trial court and sought a stay of the proceedings of the court. The Kogi State High Court based its ruling on the premise that the EFCC chair carried out some acts upon which the EFCC had been restrained by the court on February 9, pending the hearing and determination of the substantive originating motion. It could be recalled that Justice I.A. Jamal, in a ruling on suit number HCL/681M/2024 and motion number HCL/190M/2024, ordered that the said act was carried out by the respondent EFCC in violation of the order, which was valid and subsisting when they carried out the act. The judge held the EFCC act amounted to contempt. EFCC operative had laid siege on the residence of the former. Then Justice Okutekwa and Adam Osoge, ESK represented EFCC, while Victor Oni represented the responder. But right now, the result of everything that was done was that appeal court throws out Yaya Bello suit against the EFCC boss. Yes. So now, the person that we're actually looking for right now is Yaya Bello, who is on the run.
If he knows what is good for him, he should come out to surrender himself. I
love your quote, clear conscience, first no accusation. So, Yaya Bello, wherever you might be hiding, you've actually whisked away 80 billion naira. And successfully, some money that you paid for your children's tuition fees has been recovered. They can still forgive you since the money has been recovered. But please come out of your hiding.
So wicked. And this man was one of those people that contested for the election, for the presidential election. if this guy, let me say this guy because
he's a guy.
He's a guy. If this guy have succeeded
in becoming the president of Nigeria,
what could have happened to the country?
Nigeria would have been sold.
What could have happened?
I told you what could
and
have
happened. And this same set of people were those people that say, okay, let the youth take over the affairs of the country.
Even this kind of person is like a slap to the youth in general, because I won't call him an old man.
He's a young guy.
I will categorize him as a youth. So you coming out to do all this kind of atrocity, commit all this kind of atrocity is uncalled for. And you know, my question is, he knows that what he did was wrong.
Was very wrong, yes.
And he knows that at the end of his tenure, EFCC would actually come after him. Why not just surrender yourself?
You are hiding under a finger. In fact, the sitting governor of that state, if not for the immunity that is enjoyed,
he's supposed to be impeached.
He's supposed to be impeached. That the sitting
it's like you are betting a criminal, which is not supposed to be.
I wonder why those youths in that state were so blindfolded to the extent of which they had the right to go and to protect their political master who comes around and give them 5,000
We saw one yesterday that went viral when the man came home to share what happened to him.
They gave him the greatest beating of his life. I think Nigerians are becoming wise every day. If the rest of the state can emulate this, in fact, before you get to know, in this set of people, I believe when the man that was being emulated yesterday went back to his official duty, I believe.
But even till now,
he will be able to tell. He will be able to tell his colleagues that things are not really going on.
Before he can actually come out to say he wants to tell his colleagues what he actually faced there, I think he will still be in the hospital actually taking treatment right now because the beating was just too much. World Bank announces $2.25 billion loan for Nigeria. Nigeria, my country. The World Bank, okay.
I thought the loan, the money
was for free.
Was just for free.
As per?
Not knowing, why is it the World Bank giving us loan to? Is it to stabilize the economy of the
Let's
nation?
Go.
Then who ordered for the...
Let's go into the details of
the loan.
The World Bank has approved 2 financing facilities of $2.25 billion for Nigeria to support the federal government's effort to stabilize the economy. The approval was announced in a statement entitled Supporting Nigeria's Homegrown Reforms, New World Bank Financing for Inclusive Growth and Revenue Diversification. The statement said, the World Bank has today approved 2 operations, $1.5 billion for the Nigerian Reform for Economic Stabilization to enable transformation, research, development policy financing program, DPF, and $750 million for the Nigeria Accelerating Resource Mobilization Reform AMOR program for results, P4R. This combined $2.25 billion package provides immediate financial and technical support to Nigeria's urgent effort to stabilize the economy and scale up support to the poor and most economically at risk. It further supports Nigerians' ambitious multi-year effort to raise non-oil revenues and safeguard oil revenues to promote fiscal sustainability and provide sufficient resources to deliver quality public services. Confronted with fragile economic situation, Nigeria recognized the urgency of changing course and embarked on critical reforms to address economic distortion and strengthen the fiscal outlook. Initial critical steps to restore macroeconomic stability, boost revenues, and create the conditions to reignite growth and poverty reduction have been taken. So the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has refocused on its core mandate of price stability and is tightening monetary policy, including by increasing interest rates as it's appropriate to reduce inflation. Wow. So a targeted cash transfer program is being rolled out to cushion the impact of high inflation on the poor and
Sweetheart. I can't afford to be late for this meeting.
Give me the same excuse every day.
I always tell you the truth every You know I will never disappoint you. Everyone needs a hero, like Nokpa.
After Nokpa,
it is always Nopa.
Nopa for management of power.
You're welcome back from Bashot Commercial Break. So before we went on that break, we were talking about World Bank granting $2.25 billion loan to Nigeria.
My question is, when will Nigeria be free from debt? Because according to the campaign of the president, Emilio, he said he's going to make sure Nigerians
is free from debt.
Is free from debt. Now, World Bank is offering us a loan that we didn't request for. I saw it in the newspaper. I think one of the newspapers, the Punch or whatsoever, they had that the president is bidding for another $500 million loan from the World Bank to fix the rural roads. When are we going to be free from all this debt? And the way I sensed this, it was like there was a collaboration with the World Bank and some officials of the World Banks with Nigeria now. Maybe there's some interest gain which the World Bank is getting from the loan that they are giving to Nigeria.
There is one thing I've actually noticed about this, all this country and World Bank granting Nigeria loans. I think they see they granting us loan as a means of taking what we actually have. Because Nigeria is a place flowing with milk and honey. And not just the milk and honey that we leak in our mouth. I know the milk and honey of our mineral resources and all that. And if we fail to pay the loan that we actually take for them, they have other means of getting their money back.
So I was so surprised. You see, when Dangote refinery was about to start operating, they said the crude oil we have in Nigeria has been exchanged with what they borrowed. That Dangote refinery cannot get crude oil from the NNPC. Sanusi said something on the live broadcast yesterday that if you people like, you can also sack me. This is one of those things that he said in the past that made them to sack him from the office.
You can still remove me. I am still not shaking grounds on what I said.
That NNPC, who are they remitting to? Nobody has ever come out to know the amount of crude oil that we produce in a day, the amount of crude oil we sold out there, and what's the income, what are those things that Nigeria has been getting from the crude oil? Nobody has ever answered that question, even till date.
The last but not the least, oil mafias try to stop our refinery, says Dangote.
Well, there are some set of people in this nation that believe they are the one that owns everything in this nation. And once you are trying to fight them, they fight back.
Yeah.
And if care is not taking, you might end up ending your life.
You lose to them.
Lose your life. Now look at what happened to our refineries.
Not one, not two, not three.
The promises the so-called Buhari made before he was emerged as the president of the country was that he's going to fix this refinery. He's going to provide electricity, because I could remember one of his campaign promises in one of his campaign interview. When they were interviewing, he said, Jonathan said he spent billions of naira, trillions of naira on power.
Okay.
He said, where is the power now?
Where is the power?
Where is the power now?
I understand.
The Majala said, any government that cannot provide electricity for its people within the period of 6 months is not worth being in power. Fashola was there for good 8 years.
No power.
No power. I believe Fashola by now should cover his face with shame, because they are one of those people that run the affairs of the country. Maybe they don't know what they are going there to do. Maybe immediately after they got there,
they just know there is money in politics.
They just know there is money. Everybody was just venturing into politics.
Business.
Not considering what the masses are feeling about the style that you have been governing there.
The founder of Dangote Group, Aliko Dangote, has revealed that both local and international criminal organizations, which he described as mafia, made repeated attempts to sabotage his $19 billion refinery project located in Lagos. Speaking at the meeting, Dangote likened the oil cartels to a mafia stronger than the drug mafia, hell-bent on maintaining their grip on the industry. Well, I know there would be a fight, but I didn't know that the mafia in oil, they are stronger than the mafia in drugs. I can tell you that, yes, it's a fact, he said. Dangote, who described himself as a fighter, said they tried all sorts to stop him, but I am a person that has been fighting all my life. you know. So I think it's part of my life to fight, he said. He added, as a matter of fact, during the COVID period, some of the international banks really were looking forward to making sure that they push us into default of our loans so that the project will just be dead. And they didn't happen. That didn't happen with the help of banks like Afrexim Bank. Punch Online reports that Dangote also revealed that he has paid off $2.4 billion of the $5.5 billion borrowed for the Lagos-based refinery. Dangote also unveiled plans to diversify into the steel sector, aiming to utilize solely Nigerian product steel and achieve self-sufficiency. Dangote refinery recently rescheduled the launch of its petrol sales to July 10 to 15, pushing back its initial June targets due to minor logistical issues. So, nowhere is actually safe in Nigeria anymore.
Dangote, go and look the history of Dangote.
Dangote is coming out to tell us that he knows there is mafia, but he did not know these ones are actually strong.
If he knows there is mafia, let's check his own background.
Yes, now.
Do you know how many people that import food products?
And all you just know is they are importing. You won't hear anything again.
Many people are into that business.
Yeah, and I want mine to be known.
And Dangote wants his own to be known. Yeah. Where are those set of people? They are no longer in the business. What happened to their business? What happens to Ibeto Cement?
Nothing to be right.
That was given a license to ex-President Jonathan. When Buhari came on board, I believe Buhari and Dangote collided that they should withdraw the license of Ibeto. What happened to Ibeto today? Everybody in this nation, I believe,
Nigeria is just a survivor of the fittest.
When the wrath of God will come upon these so-called people that call themselves in Kaba in their different places, go and see what is going to happen. I believe God is still there on the throne. Nigeria
will work again. I believe that. And to be while I'm still living, while I'm still alive, I know Nigeria will work again. All right, thank you for joining us on today's news review. Do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, on our Facebook, on our YouTube, on our X account, on our TikTok, on our Instagram. You can also join the WhatsApp community at Wisdomiad Online TV. Thanks to our sponsor, Nokpa Abals. We say very big thank you to you. I remember my own self for joining you at Delere. And thank you, Ambassador Really Arutimi, for joining.
Thanks for having me.
So we'll come again on your screen on Monday. Be good and be fine. Happy Salah celebration in advance. Bye for now.
Irogo.
Bàbá mi o.
Ẹ kú ọjọ́ mẹ́ta.
Ẹ̀lẹ́ o.
Àlàáfíà ni.
Ẹ mọ̀ owó lẹ́.
Gbogbo àtọ́.
Ẹ ṣé bàbá.
Ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́. Mo ní wá rí yín ni o.
Ẹ máa bọ̀.
Ẹgbẹ̀lẹ́ báwo.
Ìyàwó àtàwọn ọmọ kan.
Ẹ ṣé ọjọ́ àlàáfíà. Ẹ ṣé o, mo dúpẹ́ mo rọ́wọ́ yín. Bẹ́ẹ̀ tí ń lu yóò máa dún. Bẹ́ẹ̀ tí ń pè yóò máa pè. Wàhálà wà o.
Àmọ̀ ní rí wàhálà.
Ọ̀ṣẹ́ rí ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà, oúnjẹ wọn kò sépo kò síná, ẹ̀dẹ̀ wà ń bí pẹ̀lú àwọn ẹgbẹ́ yín ti bí yẹn.
ṣé ń tẹ̀ fi lọ wá ní ṣìkákà dédé dáṣì.
màmá mo ti wá fi lọ yín, gbogbo alájọ wà nínú ẹ̀. kéèyàn kan ṣó sọ pé òun fẹ́ ná $1 billion lọ sí Netherland níjọba orílẹ̀‐èdè yìí.
owó náà pọ̀.
màmá kò
àbẹ́mi ní jẹ́ $1 billion.
$1 billion kò lè yẹ yín jàre.
ní ìsìn tẹ̀sí ti fi lọ wá àwa náà ṣetán àti dáṣì.
nǹkan tá à ń sọ nìyẹn.
gbogbo ọmọ fẹ́ ìrọ̀rùn lórílẹ̀‐èdè wa.
n tá à ń sọ nìyẹn màmá.
gbogbo àtọ́ bá fẹ́ ká eliminate lọ́rẹ̀ kọrúkọ.
eliminate ni máa ń sọ fún yín.
lọ́rẹ̀ mórúkọ wọn wá.
màmá kò nídìí pé mo ṣẹ̀ ń lọ, mo múra wọn wá ní orúkọ wọn lélẹ̀ ẹgbà.
ìwà máa mú lókòkòdò lọ́rẹ̀ gbàgà.
Màmá kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀, ṣé mọ wọn ni.
ṣé déèlì ń bẹ lára àwọn.
ṣé rí eléyìí gangan tó wà mẹ́yẹn ń gan ní ring leader gbogbo wọn ká eliminate gbogbo wọn dà, àwọn ni ò jẹ́ kó lẹ́ẹ̀dẹ́ dá o.
Kashimi náà ń bẹnu wọn.
àní gbogbo ṣé rí láti number 1 títí di number 10 first batch nìyẹn o, second batch ń bọ̀.
èrè tí ẹ pọ̀ ní ọkàn lẹ́nu ní ṣọ́ọ̀rì tó ọkọ̀ wáyé kò ṣọ̀rẹ́ ń bẹ lẹ́rẹ̀ kọ́rúkọ mi wà.
Màmá kí ni gbogbo ilé iṣẹ́ ẹ̀wọ̀ wèrè ṣáyé ń ṣe yín ni ìjọ òun lẹ ṣì gbowó ẹbọ lọ́ọ̀ mi ń bí tẹ̀sán pé fẹ́ bá mi gbẹ́bọ fáwọn olùkọ́ olúwerè.
Iṣẹ́ àṣọ mi dẹ̀gà ni.
Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀?
tó fọwọ́ ara rẹ̀ kọ̀lé tó sì fẹ́ ní ara rẹ̀ tú.
mo láwọn kan jókòó sórí ọ̀rọ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ká yanjú wọn kúrò ká eliminate wọn sọ pé ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀gà kí ló kàn ń bọ̀ lọ́rọ̀ ẹ̀gà ṣé ọ̀dà pẹ̀lú nǹkan tẹ́ fi.
ṣe ṣùúrù ṣe ọlọ́run kan tó ọkọ̀ wáyé mẹ́jọ nínú wọn ọmọ mi ni wọn.
ẹ̀yin lẹ ṣògùn àìkú fáyán tẹ túṣà yìnbọn kò fàdíyà.
èmi ẹ̀ máa ń yàn o.
ẹ máa yàn lójú tí bá ẹ máa yàn. Oúnjẹ tí mo fẹ́ fi sínú ni àlá. Oúnjẹ tí mo fẹ́ fi sínú ni àtàpílẹ̀. Ìyá sẹ́ni ọ̀bẹ lọ́gbọ̀n jẹ́ máa sọ̀rọ̀.
Arákùnrin aláàrẹ bàbá àjàlá máa ní bọ̀.
Parí olódó. Arákùnrin rí bàbá àrúkà. Akẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ tí ò lówó ní bàbá àrúkà. Ọ̀gá parí olódó. Sọ̀rí mo ti fẹ́. Ẹ kọ́ ra jẹ́ o.
Ẹ̀rọ rí má ṣe ni máa ń bọ̀ àrí yìí. Ṣé ọlọ́mọ burúkú àbí ìpàdẹ́tẹ̀ bí o ní ìpadà pa yín?
Irọ́ òun ni ń gbòòrò ẹnu ọkùnrin. Kì í ṣe irọ́ níyàwó mi pa o. Àjàlá ló ń sọ o. Ó tún jẹ́ orúkọ kan. Kùsàǹgbà. Sọ orí kùsàǹgbà. Àbí òye gbogbo ẹja tíyàwó mi dín tó fẹ́ ti tajà. Ó kò jẹ ní òru jẹta mọ́jú àná. Bó ti sẹ́yìn lẹ sọ ní kùsàǹgbà ní àìbó ló ti rí kùsàǹgbà. Àjàlá lèmi sọ. Olórin kan ti kọrin pé orúkọ tó bá ń wà o là ń jẹ lẹ́yìn odi kò mọ́. Sọrí kùsà ìgbà tó wá ń jẹun sọrí kùsà ìgbàù ìkùsà ìgbàù kùsà ìgbàù ni wọ́n fi lù pa. Àbí èyí ẹja tí ìyàwó mi dín tó fẹ́ fi tajà lórí kùsà ìgbà kó jẹun níjẹta mọ́jú àná. Láìṣológbò. Gbà tó wá fẹ́ máa képe lówó ó ń bọ́lẹ̀ wọ́n máa gbájá sí bọ́lẹ̀ wọ́n máa ṣe mọ̀ ní kò yí ṣe ń tó lé tọ́ba ti dín tán yà á mú oògùn eku yà á gbọ̀n lé lórí fẹ́ẹ́rẹ́fẹ́ ó bá ti kó jẹ ọmọ rẹ máa ní. ẹ bá ní kíni ọmọ tó bá ń jalè ògbẹ́ ibi kókù. Àdìkúyẹ̀ rí owó tí Yorùbá ń pa ni wọ́n náà kì í máa lájà ká náà jẹ́ ẹ̀pá kó mọ ọmọ ẹja tó bá jíjẹ kó lè máa mọ ọmọ o. Bájá bá wà tí ó da èèyàn lu àjà pa èyí olùpa kó lọ sẹ ọmọ tó jalè òní amánùmá. Kò lè pa mí lágbára lọ. Ẹ sọ orí kùsà ìgbàù ìkùsà ìgbàù ọlọ́mọdé àṣẹ ní ó pa òun. Ìgbàù kò ní pa mí ẹ ṣe ó ti yé mi náà báyìí mo láìkì mọ̀ràn yín máa dẹ̀ tẹ́lé ṣùgbọ́n kò lè pa mí o ikú ìgbà kò lè pa mí ẹ gbàgbé. Ẹ̀sàbùlà olóbùkọ́ máa ṣe sáàdì ní olóbùkọ́ ẹ̀ ń gbà fún ẹ ọmọ máa ṣe sáàdì ní ọmọ kan tẹ́ kó wọ́n ló máa pa mí ṣọ́nà kan tẹ́ ní wọ́n àtàkùn láyọ̀ ṣọ́nà ṣáírọ́ máa ṣẹ̀tàn anábẹ̀rẹ̀ mi rẹ̀ sí anábẹ̀rẹ̀ ṣàfihàn onídàmọ́ olóyìn ibú ọmọ ní ọ̀ olóyìn ibú ọmọ òfò ọlọ́gàfúnlẹ̀ lọ́yìn ọlọ́gàfúnlẹ̀ lọ́yìn.
Bàrá àdúgbò ni ọmọ pa ẹjọ́. Mo lọ sọ fún wẹ̀rẹ̀ tí ọba gbá káà fún mi kọ́mọ̀ ń fa bọ́dé. Òun lè bí ìgbà sàrà àjọ tó lúwa rẹ̀ ẹlòmíì tó bá wọlé bí ìgbà tó rẹ̀ ní nǹkan kan tí ń sin ni.
Ẹ̀sìn pẹ̀lú kẹ́tẹ́kẹ́tẹ́.
Táàlì sàrà ìlọ sílẹ̀ ìlú tó bọ̀ dáadáa. Táàlì dáadáa. Ó ga ọ́.
Gbogbo ẹ̀yin ẹ̀gbọ́n àbúrò ọ̀rẹ́ mo kí yín o. Orúkọ tèmi ni Bùkọ́lá Omídínà. tí gbogbo èèyàn mọ̀ sí BB. Mi ń ṣe àkọ́fẹ́ ìyàwó bàbá Sùwé o, mi ì dẹ̀ ń ṣe àárín, èmi ni àfẹ́gbẹ̀yìn tí mo gbẹ̀yìn nílé ẹ̀. Ṣe rí bàbá Sùwé jẹ́ èèyàn kan tó jẹ́ pé kò ń fi obìnrin ẹ̀ bá èèyàn ṣeré. Kódà gan tí ọmọ tó bí tó jẹ́ ọkùnrin tó bá ń rìn ní àsìkò tí ìyàwó ẹ̀ wà nínú yàrá ó máa lé síta ni.
Wọ́n ti gbàgbé ni pé ìdúró gbà kòkò báyìí ní ìdúró gbà dẹ.
ìdúró gbà kòkò ní ìdúró gbà dẹ wèrè ni ọ.
Wọ́n ti sì kòkò àwọn ti sì dẹ. Ṣékèbì ọwọ́ gbé ìdẹ lé ọ lọ kó o gbé kòkò lé lọ́wọ́ kí n gbé ìkòkò kí kòkò ọfọ́ lulẹ̀ kí wọ́n wá mú dẹ kọ́ máa fi sí ẹ lójú mi. O ti rí dìndìnrín bí tọ̀dọ̀ rẹ. Ojúlé náà máa tó wọlé lọ́hùn torí ẹ tí òbí rú ẹ ní olè mọ́rú ẹ ní tọ́jú. Wàláì bọ́ ọba lọ sí mú wọn ó sì lẹ́bẹ̀. Bọ́ba ilé gbé mọ́ ọmọ pé kéne mú. Tó lù ọ́ dẹ̀.
Kò ń fi obìnrin ẹ̀ báyàn ṣeré. Is a kind of man tó jẹ́ pé tí ó bá wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ á jẹ́ kẹ́ mọ̀ pé wà lọ́wọ́ òun. A ṣe fún yín níwọ̀nba nǹkan tó ní agbára. Kò dẹ̀ kì í ṣe nǹkan tó ẹ pàwọ̀ pé kí ni ẹ́ kí ló jẹ́. Kò kì í ṣe àwọn ìyàwó ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. Èyí tèmi mọ̀ o kò ṣe níbẹ̀. Kò dẹ̀ ṣe pé bóyá ńgbà tó sick la ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ relationship wa. Kí Ọlọ́run ọba kó bá mi fi ọ̀run kẹ́dùn ní. Kó bá mi fọ̀run kẹ́dùn ní. Ní ìgbà tí èmi àti ẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ wà ta break, ìgbà tí mo máa padà rí dùn ní ló jẹ́ kí n padà rí bàbá Sùwé kó sick nílé ọ̀rẹ́ wọn tó ń pè ní Vice Aláfẹ́. Dùn ní ló lọ gba certificate ń bẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ Aláfẹ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀gá mi. Ibẹ̀ ni mo ti wá jókòó wọ́n wá sọ pé press ń bọ̀ press ń bọ̀ wọ́n rò pé press wo ló ń bọ̀. Nígbà tí mo máa bojú ẹ̀yìn mo rí pé òun ni omi bọ́ lójú mi with the situation of the condition tí mo rí yẹn omi bọ́ ní ojú mi mo sun ẹkún. Ultra wà ń bẹ̀ Abíọ́dún ó wà ń bẹ̀ Ultra ló wá ń sọ fún mi pé àǹtí ẹ má sun ẹkún mọ́ nǹkan tí press nídìí ni ẹni tó máa tọ́jú ẹ̀. Mo nílò lẹ́tọ̀ yìí bí mo ṣe tún padà wọlé lọ mo rí ọ̀rẹ́ wọn tó ń pè ní Aláfẹ́ yẹn. Aláfẹ́ náà ń sọ fún mi pé bíbí mákè ẹni tó máa bá àwọn tọ́jú ẹ̀ làwọn ń wá. Mo dẹ̀ ní òkè mo ní nìkan ni máa tọ́jú ẹ̀ Ọlọ́run ló máa bá mi tọ́jú ẹ̀ kí Ọlọ́run ọba kó ràn mí lọ́wọ́ láti ṣe. Kì í ṣe ọkùnrin tó ń ta obìnrin nu o torí pé everybody náà ló mọ̀ pé bí press ṣe wà yẹn kò fi obìnrin ẹ̀ báyàn ṣeré. Mo rántí ìjọ́ ta wà nínú pálọ̀ ó ṣe nǹkan kan bí mi ní mo wá lọ sísàlẹ̀ mo lọ jókòó sí pálọ̀ sàlẹ̀. Nígbà tí máa padà gùnkè ó ní bo ni mo ti bọ̀ mo ní mo ń bọ̀ láti pálọ̀ sàlẹ̀ ó ní pálọ̀ sàlẹ̀ wọ́n ti wà bí yàrá dírẹ́fà inú bí mi ń jọ yẹn pé akílò ti ẹ̀dẹ̀ wà dé ara ẹ̀dẹ̀ gbóná débi pé wà tún máa bá dírẹ́fà jowú ni.
Ìrógò.
Bàbá mi o.
Ẹ kú ọjọ́ mẹ́ta.
Ẹ̀lẹ́ o.
Alábíà ni.
Ẹ mọ owó lẹ́ o.
Gbogbo àtọ́.
Ẹ ṣe bàbá.
Ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́. Mo ní wá rí yín ni o.
Ẹ máa bọ̀.
Ẹgbẹ̀lẹ́ báwo.
Ìyàwó àtàwọn ọmọ kọ́.
Ẹ ṣe ọjọ́ àlàáfíà. Ẹ ṣe mo dúpẹ́ mo rọ́wọ́ yín. Bẹ́ẹ̀ tí ń lu yóò máa dún. Bẹ́ẹ̀ tí ń pè yóò máa pè. Wàhálà wà o.
Àmọ̀ ní rí wàhálà.
Ọ̀ṣẹ́ rí ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà oúnjẹ wọn kò sépo kò síná ẹ̀dẹ̀ wa ń bí pẹ̀lú àwọn ẹgbẹ́ yín ti bí yẹn.
ṣé ń tẹ̀ fi lọ wá ní ṣìkákà déédéé dáṣì.
màmá mo ti wá fi lọ yín gbogbo alájọ wà nínú ẹ̀ kéèyàn kan ṣe é sọ pé òun fẹ́ ná $1 billion lọ sí Netherlands níjọba orílẹ̀‐èdè yìí.
owó náà pọ̀.
màmá kò pọ̀
àbẹ́mi ní jẹ́ $1 billion.
$1 billion kò lè yẹ yín jàre.
ní ìṣìtẹ̀sì ti fi lọ wá àwa náà ṣetán àti dáṣì.
nǹkan tá à ń sọ nìyẹn.
gbogbo ọmọ fẹ́ ìrọ̀rùn lórílẹ̀‐èdè wa.
n tá à ń sọ nìyẹn màmá.
gbogbo ọ̀tá bá fẹ́ ká eliminate lọ́rẹ̀ kọrúkọ.
eliminate ni máa ń sọ fún yín.
lọ́rẹ̀ mórúkọ wọn wá.
màmá kò nídìí pé mo ṣẹ̀ ń lọ mo múra wọn wá ní orúkọ wọn lélẹ̀ ẹgbà.
ìwà máa mú lókòkòdò lọ́rẹ̀ gbàgà.
màmá kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣé ẹ mọ̀ wọ́n ni.
déèlì ń bẹ lára àwọn.
ṣé rí eléyìí gangan tó wà mẹ́yẹn ń gan ní ring leader gbogbo wọn ká eliminate gbogbo wọn dà àwọn ni ò jẹ́ kó lẹ́ẹ̀dẹ́ dá o.
Kàṣímì náà ń bẹnu wọn.
àní gbogbo ṣé rí láti number 1 títí di number 10 first batch ni ẹ o second batch ń bọ̀.
èrè tí ẹ pẹ̀ náà kàn lámì ní ṣáàrin tó ọkọ̀ wáyé ọ̀ṣọ́rẹ́ ń bẹ lẹ́rẹ̀ kọ́rúkọ lọ́wọ́ mi wà.
Màmá kí ni gbogbo ilé iṣẹ́ ẹ̀wọ̀ wèrè ṣáyé ń ṣe yín ni ìjọ òun lè ṣì gbowó ẹbọ lọ́wọ́ mi ń bí tẹ̀sán pé fẹ́ bá mi gbẹ́bọ fáwọn òrùkọ olúwerè.
Iṣẹ́ aṣọ mi dẹ̀gà ni.
Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀?
Tó sanwó ara rẹ̀ kọ̀lé tó sì fẹ́ ní ara rẹ̀ tú.
Bọ́lá àwọn kan dẹ́kun sórí ọ̀rọ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ká yanjú wọn kúrò ká eliminate wọn ẹ sọ pé ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀gà kí ló kàn ń bọ̀ lọ́rọ̀ ẹ̀gà ṣé ọ̀gá pẹ̀lú nǹkan tẹ́ fi.
Ṣé sùúrù ṣé ọlọ́run kan tó ọkọ̀ wáyé mẹ́jọ nínú wọn ọmọ mi ni wọn.
Ẹ̀yin lẹ ṣògbọ́n ẹ̀kú fáyọ́ tẹ túṣà yìnbọn kò fádìí yá.
Èmi ẹ̀ máa ń yàn o.
Ẹ máa yàn lójú ìgbà tó tún bá tẹ̀lé ẹ máa yàn.